the cash, look at the cash bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Dorsett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Gone. Now let's go.
Now Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Webb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Set. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Webb now from the gun. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Webb. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game nonetheless.
Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Webb now. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Sheldon Richardson. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They get it to him running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down, Webb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down. Murray. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On first down, Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Forward defensive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down. Murray. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On first down, they go option to the right. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Able to spin free. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Webb. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, here we go. Boom!
On 1st and 10, Webb. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Webb. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Thielen is complete. And they work this out past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Murray. The left side caught by Diggs. A huge play there on the screen pass. 67 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Murray now. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring them back within 4. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Webb. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Webb now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Operating from the gun, Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Webb. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Webb. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He's going to keep it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Murray. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Set. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Webb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he fields it cleanly. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And they got the extra point, and that'll make it 17-13. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing again on second and 10. Webb. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Webb now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit.
On first down, Webb. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eric Kendricks. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off play action, it's Webb. And he fires one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and 19.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Webb. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play on third down for the Lions. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on second down, Webb. And this one's incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on third down, Webb. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man on the right sideline. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, Murray. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Out to the flat for Reddick. Strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, Murray. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first and 10, Webb. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Off the bootleg, Murray. And that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Webb to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Green 39.
To throw on third down, Webb. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. Murray. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Murray. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. So here come the Lions now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Detroit! Detroit!
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Throwing on first down. Murray steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Vikings on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He hits Riddick underneath. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. From the gun, Murray, and that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun on third down. Webb. And incomplete here on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On first down, Murray. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing on first down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw on second down. Murray being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun. Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate, who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hamilton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Webb. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.